Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. How was your night? I hope all is well. We want to talk about um the the World Cup that just passed. You see, now the World Cup has ended. Signings everywhere. Signings right, left, and center. You see, Chelsea signing Mongarujas. Wow, that's a very fantastic deal. Like the deal come unrepeated. They hijacked the deal from Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur are not serious. Even this deal, Al Hilal have hijacked this deal. Somerville, like they are still talking to the player, but it needs just remain green light let the results come up. See, wow, football is interesting. See, if you're not watching football, you are missing a lot. You are missing a lot, honestly, because football is one of the sports that is one of the popular sports in the world. You see, but most men say they don't watch football. That's their own choice. But mostly, if man is not watching football, he watching film. Those two things that is common. If you don't like football, you watch film. You love movies. So that is it. And I want to talk again that that this I want to talk again about this Nigerian football. Nigerian football needs to upgrade, honestly. Nigerian football, we don't have good stadiums. How can Nigeria who was the World Cup? Nigeria need to develop in that sport because Nigeria is lacking behind in sport, honestly. Those management do something about it because Nigeria can't. I'm not sure Nigeria can't host World Cup. If Nigeria didn't upgrade their sporting facilities, their VAR, their officiating, they need to do things. They need to do things because look at Morocco. Morocco wants to host the 2038 World Cup. Look at their stadium. Their stadium is wonderful. Like their stadium is amazing. Their stadium is fantabulous because compared to Nigeria stadium, you see, Morocco is doing a lot. Apart from if I say the developing countries in sports, I would say Morocco is one of the countries that is doing well in sports right now. Irrespective of where you want to coming from, in they are doing well in football, in some other sport like that, like basketball, they are doing well. But Nigeria is lacking behind. Nigeria is not improving yet. It's lacking behind, and it's not supposed to be so. Because if we continue like this, we can't even. If we continue like this, Nigeria won't be qualifying for the World Cup. Even AFCON, would you say that Nigeria won't be qualifying for AFCON because other countries are improving. Look at DR Congo. DR Congo are doing the necessity. DR Congo are doing the needful. See, one thing about football is that if you don't prepare, even a small team will beat you. Yes, if you don't prepare, even if you like have good players, if you don't have good structure, if you don't do outside job, if you don't do the needful outside the pitch and inside the pitch, you get beaten. You get lagging behind, and football is something that you need technology, you need advancement to meet with your other teams. And let's talk about doing the pitch. If you don't have good structure, if you don't have good facilities for players to train, the players won't perform. Look at Man City. Man City has facilities for players to train. That's why they're performing. Look at teams like Morocco. Morocco has facilities. Morocco have structure. Morocco have they are paying their players but still. And in fact, and again still Nigeria, I heard that it's even in the that paid Nigeria players money. Well, it's quite unfortunate. Well, that's how we find ourselves. But I want to say those in position power to do the needful because they should do the needful because tomorrow is not promised, honestly. So tomorrow might be too late. So um, that's that's by the way. That's another story for another day. So and again, I want to talk about those African countries that represent us in World Cup that will try. Look at DR Congo. DR Congo surprised me. Congratulations to DR Congo. South Africa surprised me again. At least they won't represent us as African countries. Moroccan tried. Moroccan tried. Moroccans are doing that very. What surprised me that Moroccan draw with Brazil. Like that conference is there. Morocco should keep it up. If Morocco continue like this, Morocco may be the first country to win the World Cup. Honestly, it will be like jokes on people's eyes. Was if they continue like that with that spirit, without confidence, they will be the first country to win the World Cup because that drag against Brazil, that is the match that give me a lot of joy. So that is just it. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.